Hi everyone, William Weyser is back. Now that I've finished with the first half of my end of June message video, I am ready to start the second half. But before I do that, I have to tell you about some more things that Rick is interested in. He also likes the Disney Vacation Club, as well as Disney on Ice and Toon Ice, and Blockbusters, and Blackout, and plenty of other arcade stuff and game shows like that. And now we're moving on. But speaking of game shows, number 6. How the quiz or game show for our movie works. And I wrote this here. It says, cast members as hosts and contestants, and we ask questions about Booba and our movie, and we will have a bonus round as well. When we get to it, we might have to explain it a little better. It's sort of a trivia-based quiz or game show about Booba to see what you know about it and like who plays who and what the Boobas are, who the story people are, and like what is the Booba fans' what is the Booba fans' favorite episode? Like, for example, mine is Space Rocket, Rick's is Shining Armor, Kelly's is Flippers, Isaiah's is Stream, Mitch's is Falling Oranges, Kelly's is Jack in the Box, and I would love to know what CQ Soya's favorite episode is. And who is the Booba's biggest fan? And who the main character is. And more questions like that. And they all have to be creative about this. And speaking of Boobas, also, he and I like to talk about the feet close-ups that appears in most of the warm-up dances. Sure, not all of them, or half of them, but close to it. And some of our favorite warm-up dances have feet close-ups. Like, 2 that I can think of have Zing Zing Zingba doing jumping jacks while Jingba's the leader, and Hop Tour with some Booba skips, and yes, he's the leader right there. There's also quick Booba action with close-ups of Jumba and Humba lifting their feet. Zumba with twirly Booba hops and swing your legs. Jingba with get up and gallop and the jumping side to side. And hop side to side has both Jingba and Jumba. Silly Marching has feet close-ups. Stomp Your Feet does. And a few others have it also. And also, Rick said that recently I made up a new Booba DVD entitled Adventures in Art, based on Rick Rampazanetti's favorite Season 1 episode of Blue's Clues, entitled Adventures in Art. The episodes on it are The Door, Big Windows, and Shed, based on the 3 clues that were in Adventures in Art for what does Blue want to paint in her picture with a door, a window, and a roof. And as you might have seen in late last year, I did videos of the Boobas dancing to the Adventures in Art thinking time music and credits. I did the Jumping Jacks version for the door, and the swinging twirls version for Big Windows. And I thought that there wasn't an, and I thought that there wasn't an, and I thought that there wasn't an existing Booba episode that had to do with roofs, but it turns out that there is an episode called Shed, and like houses, sheds have roofs, and because of this, I called myself an anti-roofite, meaning that it's one person against roofs of any kind, and I have nothing against hard-working roofs. They're there for protection in case something hits us on the head really hard, like rain, which could fall down if we have a roof that's very leaky, and none of us wants a leaky roof. But that's what I came up with. And I've made up a lot of other Boobot DVDs, like Ice Cream Cone. And the episodes on it are Ice Cream Cone, Drink of Milk, Colored Bricks, and The Big Ball. I also made up my Boobot Cushions DVD with the 3 Cushions episode, Couch and Cushions, Musical Cushions, and Stack of Cushions, along with a bonus Teletubbies episode, Rumble Tumble Fun, in the same way that the Boobot Adventures in Art DVD has a bonus episode, which is the Blue's Clues episode, Adventures in Art. And speaking of adventure, I made up a Boobot Adventure DVD, and the episodes on it are Space Rocket, Paper Plane, and Unwinding Carpet. And while in the days when Vinny John Gabriel had his channel, I told him that my second made-up Boobot DVD was called The Big Switch, and the episodes on it are The Big Switch, Paper Plane, and Camera. And all 3 episodes on it, well, I might say this before or after I say Camera, are awesome. Because those 3 have Grandpapa, Grandmama, Mr. Man, and Brother and Sister, and they're all fun. And in December of last year, I did warm-up dances and end dances based on my made-up Christmas Boobot DVD, Glowing Lanterns, with the episodes on it being Glowing Lanterns, Snow Shaker, and Sledge. And on my old channel, I showed you my made-up Booba the Wonderful Wobbly Dance DVD, which contains all 4 episodes that have my favorite end dance, the Wonderful Wobbly Dance. And they are Desert Island, A Pile of Balls, A Big Bag, and Snowballs. So those are examples of my made-up Boobot DVDs. Number 7. How my made-up game show Name That Letter works, along with Fetch with Rough Men and Design Squad. If you've seen the Barney and Friends episode, What's in a Name, aka A to Z with Barney, you know where I'm going with this. It's a 3-contestant game show, kind of like Rick's 2 Not His Cup of Tea game shows, only different, where the wheel is filled with 26 letters of the alphabet, and whatever letter the host spins on, the contestant buzzes his or rings in first with his or her buzzer, says what letter it is, and reveals it on the board, or in the word, actually. And if it's more than one, then more than one will appear at the same time. If you ring in first and you say the word, you get 3,500 points, and you have control of ringing in on the next letter for the next word. And the one contestant that does this up to 5 times wins the game, wins 17,500 points, which gets turned into dollars, and gets to come back on the next show as the returning champion, while the other two either get money or gifts as consolation prizes. And I know people are thinking that this is going to be like those two shows, only different. But it's my favorite game show that appeared on Barney and Friends. Although I know for sure that I saw this after I saw Did You Hear That on Barney's Sensational Day, which I'm going to pay tribute to my grandma about this. That because I saw that video at my grandma and grandpa's house when I was very little, I might get Barney's Sensational Day for my birthday this year, because I remember her having that copy of it but got rid of it because of age. I'm thinking about getting that along with the Blue's Clues All Kinds of Signs VHS, but as Rick is going to point out to me, I'm going to see some good things about it, like the Blue's Big Musical Movie teaser trailer, as well as new Blue's Clues videos trailer, the Geography episode being one of the best episodes of Season 3, and the 3 Steve and Marley learn American Sign Language shorts, which are Green and Orange, Animal Books, and Thank You for Helping Me. But I'm also gonna see the scariest 8 seconds ever, which I'm also talking about on William Weyser's Childhood Fears, the Little Bear movie teaser trailer, and hopefully I can get through it with audio off, so I don't have to hear any bit of that spine-tingling music. And it's not just that, the Signs episode, it's kind of because the thinking chair yell after the table was revealed as the third clue is just loud and creepy, in the same way that the Little Bear movie teaser trailer is loud and creepy. So, back to game shows. Fetch with Rough Ruffman is about an animated dog named Fetch, voiced by Jim Conroy, and he gets 6 contestants to compete in various challenges to win prizes. And Design Squad is about 2 teams that compete in 2 days to design or create some sort of project. And in the season finale, the winning team wins $10,000, which is amazing. So, those are how these game shows are done. And if my made-up game show becomes a real thing, then hopefully things will be materialized. So, that's it for things 6 and 7. And when we come back, I will wrap up my end of June message video with things 8, 9, and 10. See you then.